Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning, about 8:20. Good morning, Mr. Gehm.
Hello, everyone.
What is that about?
I don't know.
He's been sassy all morning, I tell you.
You are.
I do not know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm watering my plant here. Can you guys believe I've kept this peace lily alive for a year and a half?
I can't.
And that other philodendron-y thing, too.
Yeah.
The orchid, however, went out with the trash. I gave up. I'm sorry, I feel like I let Karen and Lauren down, and Kristin, who sent it to me. I tried. I did everything I could. I don't think Wisconsin's the right climate for orchids. I don't know. Anyway, I'll do a quick outfit of the day for you guys.
Yeah.
I knew something was coming out of his mouth. So it's a little chilly. It's supposed to be, what, 70 today only?
Yeah, something like that.
So, 66? Oh, goodness.
You told me last night.
So I have no makeup on because I'm going to get my hair done. And that's why my hair looks like this, by the way, because this is just washed with the Redken cleansing shampoo and light condition. And then I let it air dry last night. Excuse me, this morning I just put it up in a shower cap. But I don't put any hairspray on it or anything. I don't put anything on it before I'm going to get color on it because I want the color to get as close to that hair as possible. So that, you know, I will say a lot of people are amazed that I can go 8 weeks, which I actually feel like is a little bit short. I don't know. But anyway, I go 8 weeks in between and I just start to get a little bit of grays, or as Eric calls them, silvers, showing through on the side. And I really think that's because I use that stuff. But anyway, so outfit of the day. These are those ankle, not your daughter, jeans that I got that are like permanently cuffed up like that. And then these shoes are so cute. I got them at Kohl's. They're Keds, but they have just a little bit of different detailing on the heel. You guys can see that? And then this tank is from Maurices. And this sweater thing, it has a little, it lays flat, but it has a little hood in the back. I got it at Maurices as well, just last weekend. Yeah, last weekend. I'm trying to make, I hate when my tank top flips up. Anyway, it's really nice because it's another one of those sweaters that you can wear to add a little bit of warmth. It's always cold in the salon. I'm always freezing my butt off. But it is still kind of summery like. So I'm apparently a little bit wordy today. And I just threw some earrings on, so I had something on, and I put some eyebrows on, and that's it. No makeup or anything. What's your outfit of the day, Gehm? A little Homeland Security?
Yep.
My parents went on an Alaskan cruise and brought that back for him. They thought it was appropriate. Huh?
Well, look at me.
Well, I mean, really. So,
Chiseled.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Chiseled.
Oh, you are too funny. So, he's going to take you guys out in the garden in a little bit. Show you what's coming up, literally coming up there. And then he and Ben are going on a little fishing adventure, about an hour and a half away today. And while I go do my stuff, and then, yeah, he won't be home till late. So we shall see what the vlog will bring, but I just want to do a little check-in. And
we're going our separate ways.
we are going our separate ways
I got some
today.
work to do this morning.
Yep. I got some grays to get covered.
Yeah.
That's all you got? Yeah.
And, yes.
Yes.
I worked this morning and then fishing this afternoon.
Yep, into the
And
evening. So, that's what's happening. All right, with that, I'm going to pack up my stuff. I got to run to Kohl's. I have a 30% off coupon that I got in the mail, and I have $30 in Kohl's cash. And we need some new sheets because the sheets that we got, I don't know if I told you guys this, but they're a really high thread count, and we love how they feel. But they shrink. And somebody actually noticed once that she said, "Are your pillows coming out of their cases?" No, they've just shrunk that much. I don't understand it. It's not like I'm drying these on super high heat. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
And I paid a good amount of money for those sheets. I'm not so happy about that.
disappointed.
Yeah, disappointed. Bob is disappointed.
And that's not good for that sheet manufacturer.
Right.
There's one person you want to keep happy in this United States of America.
It's Bob
the good
Gehm.
old Bob Gehm here.
Oh boy.
Because when I'm not happy,
Nobody's
doesn't bode
happy.
well for anybody else. I'll tell you that right now.
That is for sure. So, all right. With that, with those words, and everybody is now shaking in fear of Bob Gehm.
They should be.
I'm going to head out to Kohl's and see if I can't find some sheets. I looked yesterday, or not yesterday, I looked last weekend, and I found some that I liked, but they were like $219. That's a tad much for sheets, even at 30% off.
But you
That's
think
a tad
about it, that's 8 hours. You spend almost
I know.
a third of your life on
I know,
those
I mean,
sheets.
that's why I spend extra money to begin with, but
Yeah.
$200 is a little bit steep for sheets.
Well, you know, all that stuff is marked up.
But, oh boy, before we get into that conversation, I'm going to go and we'll see you later.
All right, good morning, folks. So yeah, Kristin's gone to get her hair and stuff. She's got her hair appointment and stuff like that today, and she's going to Appleton to do some shopping. And like I said, I got a few things I want to get accomplished here this morning, and a few errands to run. I got to take care of that today, and then the plan is to go fishing this afternoon. We're going to go up to a lake that I have never fished before. I've heard about it from other fishermen. To be a pretty decent lake, and my partner Benny, who's obviously going with me today, he's fished it, but it's been a long time for him. Probably 20 years. I don't recall him talking about fishing there since I've known him, and that's been almost 25 years now. So it's been a while for him too. So I'm sure it'll be a good experience for him. The other day we did go to Oconto and fish. I did not get any footage because basically there wasn't any action. We did go out on the bay a little bit. We didn't go too far out from the harbor because fishing a big body of water is a whole different aspect from fishing a smaller lake, and I wanted to see how the boat was going to handle because there's constant wave motion in a bigger body of water. So basically for me, I wanted to check and see how the boat's going to handle in situations like that and a little bit rougher seas, because the ultimate goal is as much as I love to go fishing, I want to get back home safe and sound too. So that's one of the things that we did, and we obviously fished while we were out there, and nothing was biting. And then we decided to motor upriver and fish, and then just drift back down to where the truck and trailer were parked. Well, where I motored up to on Monday is, it took us almost an hour to motor up there. And a trip that would normally take 2.5 to 3 hours to float back down to where the truck and trailer were parked didn't even take us an hour. That's how fast the river was moving. So it's kind of tough to fish in situations like that. And we had a lot of rain here over the last weekend, and so the water was moving pretty fast. But we did not get any footage. There was really not a lot of action. Neither one of us caught a fish. Ben had a strike, but he didn't land a fish. So hopefully that'll change today. We'll be taking the camera along and hopefully getting some footage. One of the fish we're going to target today is it's muskalounge, or muskie for short. It's actually the state fish of Wisconsin. These fish can grow into an excess of 50 inches long. And what I wanted to show you is I got to convert the boat over. I'm going to take some rods out and put some stuff in, because I have separate tackle for muskie fishing. You've seen most of the tackle that I've used for bass and panfish and things like that. I just wanted to show you some of the stuff I'm going to be using. Obviously, a bigger fish like that requires heavier stuff. So I got a heavy-duty reel. I got a heavy-duty rod. Look at the baits that we're going to be using. Look at the size of these baits here, and I got some in a tackle box I want to show you. These are big baits, and these are baits that when you cast these out, you get worn out. Casting and cranking, because they're good, they're heavy, good sized baits. Got super strong braided line on there. So just wanted to show you. I got my book. I pretty much got a book of all the lakes in northeastern Wisconsin, central and northeastern Wisconsin. Hopefully that'll help us. They got hot spots on them so that we can find them and try to fish for the fish there. So, the boat's getting plugged. I got the boat plugged in. The batteries are charging right now, so that's a good thing. And then I'm going to be pulling some rods out and putting some in, because we're going to be doing a little bit different style of fishing today. So, all right. Like I said, I've got a few errands to run, and I'm going to spend some time in the garden this morning, so I will take you out to the garden and show you how that's progressing too in a few minutes. All right, folks. Pretty much got my chores all done. I'm back from running my errands. I went to the Amish store to fill up our propane cylinder for the gas grill. Got that filled, and I got the fruit ordered. The peaches and the pears, I got those ordered for canning this fall, or late summer anyway. They'll be on, depending on what the growing season brings us. So I took care of all that, and now I'm back home, and like I said, I got my chores done. A couple of things I want to point out. And I'm critical of myself too. One of the things I did this morning was I mopped, after Kristin left, I mopped the floors, bathroom floors, and the dining room, living room, or dining room, kitchen, and laundry room. And can someone please explain to me why, after walking through fresh cut grass clippings and gravel that we have in the driveway and walking around in the garden, that I would choose to walk into the house with my shoes on, knowing I'm going to track everything that's on my shoes into the house after I just mopped? I mean, really, can someone answer that question for me? And the next thing I want to point out is, if you look at the weather, it's kind of a gloomy day. And I realize predicting the weather, maybe not the easiest job in the world, but just on Thursday when I checked the weather forecast, it was supposed to be 75 and sunny on Saturday, which is today, Saturday, and it's far from that. So how can we go from a prediction of 75 and sunny to right now it's barely 60 degrees and cloudy and overcast and kind of drizzly, rainy? I mean, within 2 days. I just don't get that. I mean, how are people supposed to make plans? So, well, enough about that. I thought I'd show you the garden. We'll start with the corn. The corn is not doing as well as I would hope. I got one row here where almost all of it came up, and other than that, it's pretty sporadic. There's a few weeds. You're going to have weeds in the garden. I mean, I could pick a few more yet probably, but overall, really, considering that this all looked like this when I started, I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out so far, and I got that little tiller that works very well for in between the rows. So the corn is very sporadic. What I did is I had an extra packet of seeds here. So on Tuesday this past week, anywhere where the corn wasn't growing, I just kind of tilled up and hoed up with my hoe, and then I took that packet of seeds and planted them, and in between where nothing was growing, and we'll see what happens. See if it grows. And we'll keep you posted on that. Moving over here, we got spinach here and lettuce and radishes down on the further end down there. I'm thinking by next week we'll be eating spinach, lettuce, and radishes. They're looking pretty good. And to no surprise, here's the potatoes, and look how well they're doing. It doesn't surprise me. I think this is perfect soil for potatoes. I think that's why they're doing so well. So yeah, they're looking pretty good. I've already hilled them twice already. They've been hilled up, so they're doing all well. The pepper plants are doing all right. They're in their little cages here, doing good. And here's the sugar snap peas I planted a couple weeks ago. I would say by next week I'll have to start training them to go up on the little fence I built for them. That should help them grow. And here we got the watermelon. One plant there, and there's another one over there. And then I just planted these this week. A couple weeks ago I planted some cantaloupe and some honeydew melon. Well, they did not survive, and I think the reason for that is I purchased them. They were in a greenhouse when I bought the plants. Come out and planted them while it got pretty cold. It didn't get below freezing, but it was pretty cold. It got down into the 30s, and going from a greenhouse to outside, I just don't think that was probably the right. I should have did the same thing with those plants as I did with the watermelon. Put them on the windowsill for 4 or 5 days. Just give them a little bit of water, let them get used to the climate, because usually by the windows it's a little bit cooler than in the rest of your house. I maybe should have did that and maybe would have had better luck. But what I did was I was able to find a cantaloupe. So that's right there. And this is actually a pumpkin plant. So that's what I planted. I planted them this week. And we'll see what goes. Here's the cucumbers. They're coming along, both the cucumber plants and then the tomato plants. They're all doing quite nice. That one there is really doing exceptionally well. I mean, it's almost getting too big for its cage already, but we'll let it grow up. But other than that, they're doing pretty well. Everything in the garden is going about as good as I could hope for. I'm a little disappointed in the corn. And you know, I'm almost starting to wonder if I maybe just jumped the gun and planted it a little bit too early. I planted the corn in the beginning of May because we had a nice stretch of warm weather beginning of May, and that, you know, just because the weather's warm doesn't mean the soil's warm enough. Corn has to have soil that's like 55 degrees, and I'm not quite sure that the soil was ready for it. I should have maybe waited a couple weeks before I planted that corn, and maybe it would have did better. So lesson to be learned there. But well, you know, I mean, there's still going to be plenty of all this corn that's even growing is going to turn. We'll have plenty of corn to eat as long as it turns out. We've been getting plenty of moisture. We've had a few sunny days. Obviously, we need that. Corn loves hot, humid weather. That's what corn really thrives in. So we've had a couple of days of that. Not a lot yet. It's only in the middle of June, so we'll see what happens. And we'll keep you posted. So there's the garden update. So right about now, I'm gonna probably head into the house and maybe grab myself a little lunch, and then we're gonna hook up the boat and hopefully hopefully the weather holds out here. I don't know. We're gonna go do some fishing this afternoon. All right, we'll talk to you later.
Okay, so this is the after. I'm hoping you guys can see it's kind of dreary, but we just brightened things up a little bit, added some highlights. So I haven't been this light in a while. So something a little fun for summer. I went to Kohl's before. Boy, there's a bright highlight right there. I went to Kohl's before I went to my appointment. And you will not believe. So the sheets that I looked at last week, the Jennifer Lopez ones I was talking about earlier, there was one set that was like $219, whatever. But the 600 thread count was like $179.99 or something. They were on sale for 55% off. So they were $80. And then I had 30% off of that, and I had $30 in Kohl's cash. And I also got, I bought 2 bras. Not that anyone cares about that, but they were expensive bras that are normally $40. I've not tried them before, so they were a percentage off of that, and then I got 30%. Anyway, the moral of the story is I got 2 bras and a 600 thread count set of sheets for $77.88. What? What a great deal. I was pretty happy about that. So I'm headed into the mall now, which is behind me. And the Mac counter there, I've told you guys before, I'm friends with Rich, who's a makeup artist. And he and I have never really had a chance to kind of let him just play. And Michael's the only person I've ever let do my whole face before. I've let some people kind of mess with my eyes a little bit. But I'm pretty weird about that. So I'm comfortable enough with Rich, though, that I'm going to go ahead and let him have at it. And I want to get a couple of mineralized blushes. And I think I might go to the Clinique counter and get some of those lip pops. I might try some of those, so we'll see. But I need to run to Sephora to grab something for a friend. And yeah, that's about it. So about 12:30, my appointment with Rich is at 1. So I think I might scoot down to Sephora and do that first and then pop back, even though I look like this. And look, one of my eyebrows is gone. What are you going to do? All right, so with that, I will catch up with you in a little bit.
How you doing, Ben?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
We're all right. Okay, folks. So this is Lake Archibald. Just kind of pan around here and show you. It's partially developed, partially not. It's been raining. It pretty much rained the whole trip up here, but now it appears to have stopped. So Ben's already had a couple of lures out already. I haven't begun to fish yet, but I thought I'd just take a few minutes to show you. This lake contains, like I said, the big muskie. That's what we're going to be fishing for. Maybe a little bit later on. We're going to try for bass now, and pretty much we've got some live minnows this time. We've got leeches. We've got crawlers, so we're pretty set up along with all our artificial lures. So, and we're here to fish, and it should be a good day for doing it. Hopefully, overcast day. I mean, again, it was supposed to be 75 and sunny today, but I don't know.
Yeah.
How do you explain it, right? But at least the rain has stopped. That's a good thing. So, but we got our rain gear. Ben actually had his on for a little bit, and he's already taken it off already. So, all right, we're going to start fishing here, and hopefully we'll get some footage of some action.
Okay, so I'm at the end of like the row of parking. There's nobody behind me currently, because I wanted to get out of the spot so somebody could get in it because I had a pretty close spot. Trying to see if this person's going to come up. Anyway, so Makeup Done by Rich, and I don't know. I'll put his Instagram below for you guys. Rich King Makeup, I think it is. And he has one video up on YouTube doing somebody's makeup. So I will try to link that for you guys too. I'm going to go down another one of these so that I am being safe. It is raining, and I'm really concerned that poor Bobby's getting rained on. I hope it's just, maybe north of us there isn't any rain. I should look at the, I'm going to pull into this spot here. I should look at the radar. I'm going to scoot over to Starbucks to get a spinach feta wrap and some passion iced tea. But anyway, I love what he did. He used the 15 pan like neutral palette, which I've been going back and forth on getting, and I ended up getting it. The foundation that he used is the new Pro Longwear that's in the squeezy tube, and I feel like it accentuates my dry. I get a little dry here, you know, and a little dry here. The lipstick is one of the new matte ones. I don't even know which one it is because I bought a couple of them, but it's the peach one, and then he put Love Nectar over the top of it, and I almost got Love Nectar, and then I didn't, and now I regret it because I felt like it was really sticky at the beginning, and then it kind of like lessened, the stickiness lessened. So anyway, got a couple other things. I need to do a haul. I don't have a ton of things to haul, actually. The majority of what I have is what I got today, but anyway, so yeah, now I think I was gonna go over to TJ Maxx, but because I'm looking for a bright colored clutch to go with a black jumpsuit that I have to kind of pop it a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, so that's what I'm up to. I hope that Bobby's getting some footage. If not, this could be a really short vlog if they didn't end up going fishing. I have not heard from him, and I think he would have texted me if they weren't going. So anyway, I'm going to check the radar and get myself a spinach feta wrap and some passion iced tea. Okay, so at some point I got a phone call when I was vlogging before, and then I was driving home, so I wasn't vlogging. But I am home. It is 5 o'clock, a little after 5. And I was going to show you these sheets. Whoops. I was watching the Sam's vlog, the Shermans. Okay, anyway, not the point. So these are the sheets that I got. Not sure if you can see. It's kind of a stone color. So yeah, pretty good deal. I got to wash those up tomorrow when I do my laundry. Throw away my Kohl's bag. I got a couple things at Sephora, but neither one of them is for me. Both of them are for friends that I wanted to hook up, and then I have my MAC stuff. I don't really have much to do a haul. I have kind of this MAC stuff, and then a couple polishes, maybe. I've not been shopping. So, I have to tell you guys, the brush pearl thing, this, I need to contact them because I think mine's broken. These are broken. Mine are broke. Do you know what that's from? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Name the movie below. Anyway, so I put the water in there. I put the stuff in there. I push the button, and nothing happens. And it's supposed to make some kind of like a whirring noises, like it's doing something, and it doesn't do anything. It just sits there and does nothing. So I had to take the brushes all out of the thing, and oh, it's a cluster. But I'm sure, I mean, things malfunction. It's not their fault or anything. But anyway, so I was trying to see what I have. Oh, a couple of those clear lip liners. I'm testing some clear lip liners. And those, I really don't even have much that's worth doing a haul, I suppose. I have some jewelry that I just bought today, too. I don't know. Just haven't been shopping much. So, Bob's up fishing. He won't be home for quite some time. So I'm going to sit down. And it is raining here. It's not raining up where he is. So there's no outside walking today. I'm going to sit down for a little bit and then probably walk on the treadmill. I don't know how much I'm going to have left to vlog today because it's going to be kind of boring. So I hope he's getting some footage. Can you tell how dark it is? It's for 5 o'clock. It's really dark in the house. But so yeah, I'm just going to have a little downtime. Since it's been kind of a pamper day with my hair and my makeup and stuff. And I was just texting with Eric, actually, my hair genius. And the color at my, I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but the color at my outgrowth, let me turn on the light. I feel like I'm talking to you in the dark. The color on my outgrowth is a little bit brighter than it should be. So I texted him a picture of it, and I think I'm heading out of town on Thursday. I don't even know if I've told you guys that. There won't be any vlogs next weekend. Bob's going out of town doing something with Ben. I'm going out of town the other direction, but we're parting ways a lot lately. It's just kind of, you know, the way timing happened. But anyway, so there won't be any vlogs. But anyway, the point is, I'm heading out of town on Thursday. So I'm going to stop by the salon on Thursday morning and have him fix it on my way down to where I'm going. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, not much more to report. I need to make something to eat because thus far today I have had a Quest protein bar. And it is 5 o'clock at night. I had coffee this morning too. So, is that legit all I've had to eat today? It really is. I'm not sure why I'm not starving. But, so I'm going to make a salad, sit down, chill, watch some Orange is the New Black. I did watch one episode this morning. And, yeah, that's about that. So, I'll check in if anything more exciting happens. Oh. This is telling me how badly the Brewers are losing today. Ooh, 7-2. Not good. Oh, wait, I have to show you guys. Bob went to the Amish store to fill the LP tank because it's way cheaper at the Amish store. And he said, do you need anything? I said, nope, I don't need anything. And he said, okay. And so then this is what he comes back with. I'm sure he got these because he's never seen them before. These are barbecued corn chips. I've never seen them before myself. $2.07 in case you're curious. And then these veggie chips. We get these from Aldi sometimes. Ranch flavored veggie chips. Oh, I think he maybe bought these one time before. They apparently are $3.07. So that is what he bought at the Amish store. And he also ordered our fruit. For canning, you have to order it early so that you have it. But anyway, all right. I'm going to make a salad.
They're all foggy.
Yeah, we should have. If they wouldn't have pulled up with that pontoon to load, I was going to do some filming. Didn't mean. Sorry, folks. We were just having a little conversation here. Yeah, I wanted the film down by the boat landing because the fog really started rolling in. So we kind of quit probably about 45 minutes earlier than what we could have. So we decided to pull the pin. The boat's on the trailer and everything. All in all, it looks like a very nice lake to fish. Wouldn't you say, Ben?
Yeah, I would have to say.
Each of us, Ben caught 2 bass and I caught 1, so at least I got to catch a fish. We didn't get any footage catching the fish, but that's okay. We got plenty of time. There's all summer. The fishing is just
hard.
It's hard, yep. And if the weather stays like it is, we're kind of thinking it's going to be another one of those summers. Yeah. Again. It's been rough the last couple of years, actually, fishing. So hopefully the weather will improve, and we got Saturdays off coming up. So nothing saying that we can drive back up here now that we know where it is and we know the lake a little bit. So we'll probably be back up. So all right, everyone, take care.